Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at being angry, but mostly we're poor at making art. I'm Isaac.
And my name is Benj. So today, we are drawing anger in relationships.
Yes.
Because we're going back to that old saying, if you can't think of anything to draw, draw what your pastor preached about.
Yes, indeed. And he almost named his sermon this morning. In fact, from what our understanding, it was changed at the last minute to something that was longer.
The PowerPoint we were given, because we're the tech guys. Well, I'm the tech guy. Isaac's back there with me.
I like to call us the tech artists.
The PowerPoint was titled that.
Yeah.
And then we were a little bit confused on what the title was.
But we're like,
the picture's titled this. The PowerPoint's titled that.
That'd be a good artist prompt. Plus, as artists, we have a deep relationship. Deeper than race car drivers and personal chefs, and deeper than even some of you have with your own mother.
Like me and you with each other have this deep religion? Is that what you're claiming?
I'm saying that I'm closer to you than some people are with their own mother.
Like, is that because
we're artists?
We're artists?
Yeah, like we're an artist team. Like there haven't been many of those. Can you think of one other artist team throughout history? Like who was Van Gogh's art partner? Who was Picasso's art partner? Who was Monet's art pal? No one.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard. Most art relationships don't last, but when you have one like ours that is true pen art, it can withstand
I mean, that's probably the main problem. They weren't true pen art.
Yeah, it's true. If they had, it would have withstood the test of time. They would have still been writing today. It keeps you young and fit.
Oh, I don't know if either of us can be described as fit.
Yeah, it's a mental.
Oh, a mental fitness. Okay.
Yeah, it's like we won't have the will to die, and that's really all it takes. Because we'll have the will to make more art with each other. It's like making beautiful music together, except we'll be making poor art.
I don't know if I captured it well, because emotions are hard. But I'm trying,
you know how this person looks really happy versus angry?
No, they're supposed to be, worried.
I don't know that they are. I do see, though, that the way you drew them, this dress is attached to the mask that this person is wearing.
No, I just haven't drawn
there it is.
I haven't drawn the neck.
It was quite horrifying.
I'm still trying to how do you show
like a bead of sweat and a tear.
Okay.
Like an exclamation mark above their head will also do it. Oh, now they're just sad.
It's sad works too.
Emotions are hard.
I'm trying to do a quivering of the lip, but it's hard to
draw
get that
some
across.
quiver lines.
Quiver lines.
Yeah, it's like a Richter scale.
Oh.
Or you could draw a thought bubble that says, "Gee, I'm worried."
Yeah, well,
or someone who's looking at them and saying, "You look so worried," and them saying, "Yes, I am."
There will be words that get across the true idea. Their other leg is just perfectly
of course
there.
Of course it is.
Just keep that in mind. I'm going to give her
most people
one of
stand.
those old-timey pearl necklaces like what Batman's mom had.
Oh, yeah, like a string of pearls.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, actually. I mean, her hand is like a caveman's club, but,
Well, hand mangler doesn't take days off.
Nope. Oh, my.
We've asked him to many times.
I thought that was going to be like a cow or something at first. I was like, wow, it's really long, that cow.
This is a bed.
Anger in relationships, and she's crying looking at a bed.
The drawing's not complete yet.
Who is... Oh, that's not a who. It's a what. It's a weird what. The only kind of what's we poor artists know how to draw. Oh, it's like a luggage case.
Yeah, and it has like those old timey like things
Called a
to
hinge.
keep it.
I don't think hinges are terribly old timey.
Yeah, but like you don't see luggage with hinges very often anymore.
No, you do not.
They're usually like cheap fabric, and that's it. And held together by a zipper.
Yeah, it's because someone was like, "Why should there be a hinge when you could shove a pair of socks where that hinge normally goes?"
Mm-hmm.
At least I imagine that's how the research and development meeting went.
We've got this guy here, and he's got.
See, he already looks more
glasses.
worried than she does. Like something about the way you drew the pupils.
He's not worried.
Oh man, man, he looks it though. Are you sure you don't want to reverse? Who's worried in this?
He's the anger.
Ah, see the angry eyebrows change everything.
Yeah, eyebrows make it easy. But then I'm probably just going to cover
Eyebrows make it easy to show emotion. So if you don't want people to know what you're feeling,
shave
shave off your eyebrows.
No one will know
Yeah,
what you think ever again.
it's true. They say that the window to the soul is through the eyebrows.
Yeah. They used to think it was the eyes.
Yeah,
but
no,
they
no.
realized that it's because you can see the eyebrows.
are the window to the soul.
Yeah.
Every artist knows that. Because you can draw eyes however you want. They could look worried, like this guy's. But when you see the eyebrows, there's no doubt in your mind that he's angry at that suitcase.
And he's
also angry because his neck isn't quite attached to his body.
yeah, well, some people.
Oh, he's flipping it off. Benj, we keep this channel G. Oh, never mind.
He's got like something in his hand.
That is vaguely
I was trying to like draw the thumb behind the thing, and
I'm actually quite impressed with this drawing overall.
It's hard.
I feel like
sometimes.
you've been practicing drawing people. Is that true?
Nope.
Oh, thanks for proving that it's not. Guy has oh, it's not a leg, is it?
I mean, not yet.
Why is the man wearing a skirt?
It's not a skirt.
He's wearing like a long tank top and shorts he's like a gangster all of a sudden. Like you drew him in gangster clothes and then you gave him the worst shoes known to man. What is that shoe?
It's like loafers.
That is not a loafer. It's like a square sock. Oh, gee. That's not even the same shoe.
He has two different feet.
That's how gangsters do it. They wear two different square-tipped boots.
And then, so she's going to have one of those cheesy lines.
Like, would you like cheddar or Swiss with that?
No.
What was that look you gave me? You were like...
I was trying to process like what was funny about what you
shocked.
said.
Your eyebrows said shocked.
I was trying to process what was funny, like the pun.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what? Like, what did I say that provoked
it wasn't
such a
that
comment?
unclear, I don't think.
Well,
right?
yeah, it wasn't once I realized it, but
yeah,
it took me a second.
It was a good joke.
Yeah, I didn't realize that I said the word cheesy.
So you said
because
she's gonna say one of those cheesy lines. So then I thought like when you're at Subway and the lady at the counter, or the man is like, "What kind of cheese would you?" But sometimes they just skip the what kind and ask.
Yeah, I didn't process that I said the word cheesy because I was thinking of the
Anyway, we can move on from this.
Yeah. So she says, one of those cheesy lines like, "You don't
fondue
spell relationship." That's the title, right? You don't spell relation. Such a long word.
Yeah, see, if we had done the other title, it would have taken up half the page.
Yeah, I know. The whole page would have just been the title. What was it, like? The peace of mind and of the hand or something?
Peace in the hand is worth two in the heart.
Two in the heart.
You
don't spell relationship. with anger. I don't really
like there's no I in team.
Like there's no I in team, but like there's no anger in relationship. You don't spell relationship it's just not there.
I just want to point out we sat here in the studio for a good 5 minutes, and then you're like, "I've got it, a good pun."
No, I very distinctly did not say good pun.
I'm just saying we should have sat here for another 5 minutes.
No, see, you haven't seen the pun yet, though.
Oh. I thought it was over.
No.
This guy's just like looking in his empty suitcase.
There is. I just realized I should have had him say something different, but you can't go back now.
No.
But you do spell it with is what I should have said.
These are the words that were meant to be on this page, not the words you meant to be on this page, the words that were meant to be on this ppage.
We have very little control over our art.
It's actually shocking to me, looking in the art world, how few drawings have words. There's so little art. Either art is just words, like we were at the Arizona State University Museum of Art. Terrible place, really. But they had one. Do you remember the one artistic piece of art that was just a font? It was just a printed out piece of paper with a plaque talking about the font that it used.
Yep.
It wasn't even... It was like...
because it was literally just words.
It was like, words on a paper, medium, inkjet printer.
Yeah.
Framed. It was horrifying.
Yeah. So, see, the pun here is that the word lation means to move or to transport.
Oh, dear Lord.
And that's the pun.
You don't spell relationship with A-N-G-E-R, but there is a L-A-T-I-O-N, so I'm moving out.
Yep, that's the pun.
No wonder she's worried. She's like...
And I gave this guy glasses because he's a nerd that knows what the word lation means.
No, he's a gangster who can't keep his pants up.
His clothes say otherwise.
It's like from the neck down, he's a gangster. This guy's really conflicted. From the feet down, he's some kind of weird elf who cobbles his own shoes.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah, he is. He knows what lation means, and there are exactly two people on Earth, him and you, who know what lation means.
Yeah, and I was just looking up. See, I was like, is there a pun with the word ion? Is there a pun? Is a T-I on a thing? Is an Et-I on a thing? And then when I searched lation, it was a thing.
I'll also point out he's weird because the only thing he's packing is a receipt, and he has one of those old-timey suitcases with a hinge.
Yeah, well, that all he has is that receipt. He's wearing everything else.
It's the receipt for his weird outfit.
Yeah, and then he's wearing the outfit, so that's all his stuff.
I'm just gonna say, if her biggest reason he shouldn't leave is you don't spell relationship with anger, then they're both kind of weird. She doesn't know how to argue or debate or talk.
Yeah,
like a normal person. And
I mean, there's no saying what the relationship is, right? Like, these could be siblings and he's going off to college.
Oh, yeah. It could be. You don't normally storm out, though, quoting some weird, base word from its Latin root and then go to college. Maybe you do, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
If you're him, Mr. Nerdy Pants.
I'm just saying, these people are weirdos. Don't be like them. Either of them.
What good advice. Don't know what lation means and don't.
Don't use cliches as your main argument.
It's not even a cliche. A cliche is like
common?
something that people normally say. It's the opposite.
Don't try to invent a new cliche to win an argument.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Because it'll turn out like this.
And also don't use old cliches either.
Don't get into cobbling. Don't try to make your own clogs.
He probably made his whole outfit by himself. That's why it doesn't fit right.
Probably.
Like the shirt's too long, the pants are too low, and
she probably
baggy.
said something about it, and that's why he's moving out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your drawing makes me sad. Time for me to draw so other people can be sad. All right. Well, you handed me this tablet, but before I can do anything, it occurs to me you didn't write the title, which is more than usually needed for this drawing, so that people understand the terrible wannabe cliche.
This is true, but you're also making people look at my drawing for longer.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize for that, but it needs a title.
Yeah, so
it has a name and age, so technically it's already a piece of art.
Anger.
This is just for the future.
It's just an untitled piece of art.
Yeah, this is when it's hanging in the gallery. People can be...
The untitled.
They won't be properly disappointed unless they see the title and where you were going with it.
Was it anger in a relationship?
I think it's just anger in relationships. Based on that one file name that I saw in a PowerPoint presentation 5 or 6 hours ago. Oh, the handwriting. See,
it's such a long word.
Yeah, it is. All right, give me that. It's done. The deed is done. It's horrible. It's loathsome. It's making me angry, even though there's nothing that can break the bonds of our relationship. An art relationship is a deep one. If there's someone you're looking at today and you're like, I want to be in a relationship with that person forever, be an art partner.
Be an art partner.
See, people always make jokes in like science. They're like, we're lab partners, and that's how we started dating, you know, like in chemistry. No.
Yeah.
First of all, art class teachers, you need to start making art partners. That needs to be a thing. Normally, the only art partner I can think of is like, quick, you stand up there and I'll draw you.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're naked.
Yeah.
Those people should be getting married anyway, just out of principle.
Right.
But, you know, like, you can just be like, you two, you're now a famous art duo.
Together. Like appointed by someone else.
Yeah. It's a hard bond to break.
See, you mentioned lab partners. That was actually my original idea for that drawing.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I was gonna try to do a pun with the word ion.
I don't really have any good ideas.
And it'd be like chemistry and...
Relation.
Yeah, and I just couldn't think. Like, it was going to be like two lab partners and something to do with the word ion.
See, that's how deep our bond is. I mentioned lab partners, not knowing that Benja's original bad idea had to do with lab partners. Even though he went with an arguably worse...
Yeah, I couldn't think of how to get that to work. That's always the problem. You, think of a pun and then you're like... But how does one show that?
Yeah. All right.
So you come up with a way worse pun. The common thing.
Let's see. What to draw? Start with broad chin. Crooked broad.
Chin first.
Chin first style. It's
a slight variation off of your mouth first style that you did.
Thanks
for Father's Day.
We don't talk about that drawing. And then
that was actually one of your better drawings.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
The Father's Day one, or your mouth first people?
That's right. I almost forgot about them.
Eating the food that falls from the heavens on Father's Day. Like that common thing that happens every Father's Day.
It is pretty common.
This broad-chinned man is angry.
Angry. Yeah. Thanks for interpreting it that way, since it's true.
He's also both of his eyes are. What's the term? Lazy. He has two lazy eyes.
Don't look too closely. Eventually, I'll start drawing again, and it'll all be a thing of the past. But I don't know what this guy's nose looks like. So that's what we're going with.
Okay.
That's, in case you're wondering what that's called. It's called a lazy nose.
Got lazy everything else.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's so angry.
Uh-huh.
He's so lazy.
How do you draw an angry mouth? It's like It's like a crooked.
That's like a smirk.
Where you really
That's called a lazy mouth.
anger. It's just so much anger.
Like, I'm pretty sure the angriest mouth is like clenched teeth.
So this is like teeth that are clenched. You just can't tell because they're so clenched. Like one row.
One row of real clenched teeth.
That's a lazy ear. Which a lot of people both. One's lazy one way and one's lazy the other way.
One seems almost like it's hyperactive.
Hyperactive? Can you have hyperactive?
Well, like one ear is hyperactive and one ear is lazy.
We can go with that. That's what they call sideburns.
Yeah, but they're like real short sideburns.
That's what you call...
This is like someone who has a bowl cut, but like messes it up on purpose, so it looks less like a bowl cut.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're given a bowl cut, you get a few choices but that, really.
Like the parent gave them a bowl cut, and then they just like mess up their hair constantly, so that people like don't think they have a bowl cut.
It's either that or they have lots of ants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you can see where I'm going with that, so I don't need to feel the need to explain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously.
I'll let you explain, actually, while I keep drawing.
Well, lots of you might think that he meant like ants, as in the family member, and they like mess up his hair. You know, like every time he walks past them, they like rub him on the head, and that just like keeps happening.
But apparently,
he didn't mean that. He meant ants, as in the animal. And they, get in your pants, as is the usual method of ants. Ants in the pants.
Yeah. Just go watch Phineas and Ferb.
That was squirrels.
Oh, I get those animals mixed up.
Yeah, squirrels and ants. But the same thing. Either way, squirrels or ants in the pants will do this to you. And, I mean, if you have enough ants in your pants, you'll understand why his hair looks like that. It makes sense.
Yeah, thanks for the explanation. That was totally what I was thinking. Now it allowed me to draw two perfectly symmetrical arms.
Yep, perfectly symmetrical. Just one is relaxed a little bit more than the other.
You'll notice that the hand mangler took the fingertips.
Yeah, just cut them clean.
It's actually a clever art technique of clenched fists.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though the fingers are spread.
Yeah, look, they'll be rounded. Definitely doesn't make them look
like
they've been.
That looks more like they've been cut off.
Yeah,
like those ones were freshly cut off.
It's best not to. He is one of them. Like, oh, went the wrong way with that one. Oh, look at that! He's trim. You thought he was.
He's so skinny.
Trim is what they call it. Gosh, trying to draw
like his ribs are sticking out.
Okay,
on one side.
I just wanted to state for the record, this is a man, and I'm gonna try to draw pecs. And if at any point you start doubting that it's a man, it is. Okay, we clear. Legal team, we clear. Ready to blur any aspect of this drawing? All right, we got let's see. I look at this every morning in the mirror, so it wouldn't be too hard. He's got those tough guy. That's where his neck sits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his neck. And then he has like that crease that I see every morning. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. And peck. Peck number 2. Not flabby at all.
Mm-hmm. Except the left side.
That was a peck mangler. No, that was just me. And then, we've got abs. Ab.
That's what abs
I
look
wanted to be
like.
done with the abs. That's what mine look like. They look drawn on. It's like someone was going to play tic-tac-toe, but forgot how a tic-tac-toe board looks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this man has a waist.
Oh, that's good. For him.
It is good for him. And he has shorts that are frayed at the fray points.
So, you're drawing an angry buff man with frayed shorts. Like, is this supposed to be in relation to... that his foot? Why is it... Why does he not have knees?
Go back to that foot.
And why... Like, is this supposed to be in some relation to the Hulk? What is that? Worse than the first one. But why? Why are his... Why? Oh, it's a hand! And he doesn't have knees. It just... It goes from...
The knees are covered up by the shorts.
Well, why are his legs so short then? Like, legs are normally like the same length as the body.
I don't know.
And what? That was more like a hand. Okay, I was thinking maybe this was Hulk, but now that he has like finger feet,
It's the Hulk.
it's not. Maybe
Oh no.
it's like Ape Man.
Just don't look at the feet.
Like they're not even good hand. Like they're like squid tentacles attached to the.
They're normal feet. For what? What is normal for Hulk?
And why is he on his tippy toes? Like, assuming these are feet, why is he like ballerina walking?
Maybe it got like flooded in his house and he's tiptoeing.
He's like crawling with his toes, like spiders.
See, normal people don't have enough strength to walk
By their toes.
on their toes. But Hulk is so strong.
It's just like he wiggles his toes
Yeah.
and just slide.
He like sprints on It is kind of like a spider, but that's why you don't see him doing this very much. If it wasn't flooded, he wouldn't be.
This is the worst.
Okay.
This is worse than my drawing.
Those feet are arguably... Sorry, I looked at them again. They're some of the worst things I've ever drawn.
Yeah, these feet
All right, let's just move on.
are right there. We're gonna have to make a new style named after these feet.
Just tippy toe, Hulk tiptoe,
Tippy toe style.
tippy toe style. Yes, tippy toe style.
Yeah, it's. I think this might be worse than saggy
Don't
butt
say that.
style.
Don't say that, because it might be true.
Those
Stop
feet.
looking. I can't look.
They're
'Cause I have to continue.
they're the worst things ever drawn on this channel. I'm confident in saying that.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep drawing stuff.
I made a playlist on my personal YouTube channel called "The Embarrassing Videos of Isaac at the Christmas Party."
What? No, you did not.
Yes, I did. It has the saggy butt horse video.
Why haven't you shared this with me?
It has, the Reese's video,
No, we don't talk about that.
and it has this.
How can it possibly have this?
Oh, it already does. By the time anyone's listening to this, it's already in that playlist.
All right, so it's like, remember, he's floating because of the water. He's tiptoeing because of the water.
His house is flooded.
Oh no, he's under the water. Somehow the bookcase isn't.
Over the water?
Yeah. Now maybe it's under the water too. Under the water.
Mm-hmm.
The lamp has fallen apart because of the massive flood that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's tiptoeing.
Yeah.
There's now an in-canon reason. And see, if we were color artists, I could just color in the water and you wouldn't see the feet anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
It could be real dark water.
I am beyond tempted to spend the next 5 to 6 minutes shading in the water. But
there could just be a lot of waves in that water.
Lots of waves. A lot, right? Like, and just things floating in it. Like anything could be floating by his feet.
Yep. Anything.
But that's not what the point of this drawing. The point is anger in relationships.
There could be 2 squids just to happen to be right at his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, like just right in front of Hulk. Where the squid's body is perfectly lined up with his legs and covered his knees.
Yeah, both squids.
Like, there could just be like a line right there, and now there's a squid.
Yeah.
See, the problem is, people will understand that he's on toe top, tippy toe. Maybe I should draw some toenails.
No, you shouldn't.
I'll come back to that. The point now. Let's get back to the,
Yeah, so I'm seeing the
key.
anger
That's a key.
because Hulk is there.
Eyebrows, right?
Yeah, and it's Hulk. But where's the relationship?
Okay, so in my own personal relationships, nothing gets me more, shall I say, angry than when someone moves something of mine from where it was.
Mm-hmm.
This started when I was growing up, where, I'd like have my shoes somewhere downstairs, and then like my mom or someone would like move them, and I'd be getting ready for school or something the next day, and I'd have to look over the entire house because my shoes weren't, like right by the stairs where I left them.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone would be mad at me, like, why are you making us late? And I was like, well, because my shoes. I had to go on like a journey looking for them. And then they'd always point out something stupid like, well, they're in the closet where they're supposed to be. I'm like, I know they're supposed to be there, but I didn't put them there, so why would I look for them there? That's like the last place I would look for them, because I know I didn't put them there. Like, I felt a measure of guilt because I knew they were supposed to go there, but I was too lazy, so I left them by the stairs because I was like, I'm just going to be coming down the stairs and putting them back on. So what's the point of putting them there in the closet in the first place, Mom? But even in marriage, there's a level of anger too when I'm like, my car keys are like, I have like one place or two places I put my car keys, and if they're not in those two places, I literally have to search the entire house because they're not in one of two places where I would ever put them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the anger in relationship comes. For the sake of time, I don't think I can draw Hulk's wife. I could just draw her like neck sticking out like I did recently, but
or just like an arm.
An arm, big meaty Hulk wife arm.
Is Hulk's wife a Hulk?
No, she's just a bodybuilder. Or really fat.
One of the two.
I like to think bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite terrifying arm, to be completely honest with you.
It's so much bigger than Hulk.
Yeah, it's like a perspective thing. She's way closer to us.
Oh, okay.
Her arm's actually really petite.
There's no way you could argue that that's
It's like an angle thing.
There's no...
You know, like some angles you look at me, I'm really skinny in real life. Other angles you look at like a skinny person, they look like Hulk. Just go with it.
Okay.
Anyway, so Hulk's like,
If it gets this drawing away sooner, I'll go with it.
Hulk. He usually says mad, right? But for the sake of today's drawing, Hulk angry. In this relationship. Yeah, I don't know why Hulk would be saying this.
Yeah, that word's too long for Hulk.
Where are keys?
I don't think he would have said R. It's like, where keys?
Yeah, but he's already got enough problems with his toes. Anyway. Proper text box. As Maddie pointed out last week.
No, the best is to just have a singular line.
On the nightstand. What would be a pet name that Hulk's wife would call Hulk? How about pet names? Poodles.
Yes.
She's not angry because she knows that she put him on the nightstand. She just didn't tell Hulk because why would they ever be on the nightstand? Hulk's wife. Anyway. Yeah, so he's upset. And you might be saying, well, it's right there. Why is he even asking? Well, why would he look there? Why would he ever look there? Like, this is the dumb thing. People are like, they're right in front of you. It's like, yeah, but I literally he shouldn't look there. Like, logically, he shouldn't have looked there.
Well, but don't... See, I think most of these problems can be resolved by having, like, a spot that
yes,
you put things.
I completely agree.
Like, you know, like you say, you know, like you have a corner of the, like, you know, and most people have some sort of desk or something before going out the door. Mm-hmm. You know, whatever they call those things that you have. You just have like a corner of that, and you're like, this is where you put things that people, you know, like if you moved something that isn't yours,
yeah,
you put it
in
here.
This spot.
And everyone knows, look there first.
No,
if
but
it's not...
I think you're missing the whole point. The whole point is you shouldn't move stuff.
No, you had to move stuff.
Why?
Well, like, let's say the person just put their stuff on the kitchen table, and you need to clean out the kitchen table so you can do a project. You have to move it. Like, there's no option of leaving it there. So you had to put it somewhere.
All right.
And where's that place? The place that is designated for things to be moved to.
Okay, I would be fine with that. In fact, here's how I think the problem is solved. If Hulk's wife would just, like, when she moves the key, she just, like, texts him immediately. Is like, this key is somewhere you'd never imagine. But this is where the key is when you look for it.
On top of your phone. On the nightstand.
But he's not looking for it there. Like, he moves it without even thought. He gets ready and puts on his spandex. He's tiptoeing around because the house is flooded, and he's going to drive out and...
See, like, the nightstand, though, is a good spot. Like, that's where you, like, put notes for people, because it's like, everyone looks at their nightstand when they first wake up.
Yeah, but, like, barely when you're half coherent.
But no, you wake up cheerful and joyous for the morning.
Said,
and you look at the nightstand.
No one has ever.
And you're like, yes,
You look at your nightstand
This
with
lovely morning.
disdain because it
This
says
lovely-
the time, and you're like, I've already hit snooze 14 times. I can't hit it again, or I will
You're
literally
like,
be
you look,
late.
you look at your nightstand and you're like, oh, my alarm's about to go off in 10 minutes. I should start getting ready for
That's a horrible feeling. That's oh, thank goodness. Now I can sleep for another 40 minutes because I set my alarm 30 minutes early so that I could sleep more.
I see our mornings are quite different from each
Mornings
other.
sound lovely. Mine.
Only if I go to bed at a nice, reasonable time.
Oh, see, that's the main problem. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gotta be asleep by 8:30.
Poodles.
That's
If my wife ever called me poodles.
Well, I mean, if you had toes like that, could you complain?
I guess I just have to be thankful that anyone gave me a second look.
I think we need to quickly say goodbye so that people can turn off the screen.
Yeah, because I chose not to shade, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Hopefully you're not angry at anyone today, and if you are,
forgive them.
Thankful they don't have toes like that.
Yes, if they have toes like that, maybe don't forgive them. Maybe take my guy's advice.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'd still love him.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.